Leopards, with their striking coats and elusive behavior, have captivated humans for millennia. These majestic big cats, found across vast parts of Africa and Asia, have long been subjects of folklore, myths, and legends. But what if the stories surrounding leopards go beyond mere admiration? What if ancient cultures believed that these powerful predators had origins that stretched far beyond Earth? Could it be that ancient civilizations saw leopards as creatures from the stars? Throughout history, leopards have been symbols of power, mystery, and beauty. In many cultures, the leopard's spots were seen as something otherworldly, marking it as a creature beyond the ordinary. Ancient Egypt, one of the earliest known civilizations to interact closely with leopards, had an interesting relationship with the cat. Leopards were often depicted in Egyptian art, seen as symbols of strength and royalty. Some depictions suggest that the leopard was linked to divine beings, often shown as protectors of the gods. The Egyptians were fascinated by the leopard's grace and power, and they may have linked these traits to the stars. But did they believe the leopard came from the heavens? Some Egyptologists argue that the leopard, with its unique pattern, was associated with the night sky, its spots resembling the stars in the sky. In Egyptian mythology, stars were often considered the spirits of gods or divine beings, and the leopard's spot patterns might have been seen as the mark of celestial influence. The Egyptians were not alone in their reverence for the leopard. In ancient Greece, the leopard was linked to the god Dionysus, the god of wine, revelry, and ecstasy. Dionysus was often depicted with a leopard by his side, an animal that was believed to be a symbol of the untamed forces of nature. The Greeks saw the leopard as a symbol of divine strength, perhaps even from the stars. In Africa, where the leopard has been an enduring symbol of power, various tribes and cultures also regarded the animal as having celestial connections. In some cultures, leopards were believed to be messengers between the heavens and the earth. These beliefs were grounded in the idea that leopards were not just animals, but intermediaries of divine will, sent to guide, protect, and even punish. In the Dogon culture of Mali, for example, there are references to celestial beings called the Nomos, which are said to have come from the star system of Sirius. The Dogon people also believed that animals, including the leopard, could carry the spirits of these otherworldly beings. Leopards were viewed not only as creatures of the earth, but as beings with a spiritual connection to the cosmos. Their fierce, independent nature might have led ancient cultures to regard them as celestial visitors. Leopard skins, often worn by royalty or shamans, symbolize the connection between the physical and spiritual worlds. In some African tribes, the leopard was thought to carry the souls of the ancestors or gods. Leopard pelts in these cultures were worn by chiefs or spiritual leaders to indicate their power over both the earthly and celestial realms. The leopard's stealthy and elusive behavior made it an ideal candidate for myth-making. It roams the night, its spots blending with the shadows, creating an aura of mystery that could easily be linked to the stars above. In many cultures, the leopard's nocturnal habits made it a creature that crossed the boundary between the world of the living and the world of the dead. Was it possible that the ancients, with their deep understanding of the cosmos, saw the leopard as a creature born from the stars, embodying both power and mysticism? The link between the leopard and the stars wasn't confined to Africa and the Mediterranean world. In ancient India, the leopard was often associated with the goddess Durga, a powerful deity of strength and destruction. Durga was depicted riding a tiger or a lion, but sometimes leopards were also included in the imagery, symbolizing her dominion over the cosmic forces. The Hindu texts, particularly the Vedas, often speak of divine beings descending from the heavens to walk among humans, and some believed these beings could take the form of animals like the leopard. In this sense, the leopard was not just a symbol of earthly power, but a manifestation of divine intervention, possibly linked to the stars. The idea that animals, especially majestic and powerful ones like leopards, could have celestial origins may seem fantastical, but it reflects the deep connection ancient cultures had with the natural world. In many ways, animals like leopards were seen as representations of the natural and spiritual forces that shaped the universe. Ancient cultures often looked to the stars for guidance, understanding that the movements of the heavens had profound effects on the earth. Leopards, with their beauty and grace, seemed to embody the very forces of nature that were ruled by the stars. Perhaps the leopard was seen not as a direct descendant of the stars, but as a creature whose strength and mystery mirrored the stars themselves. The leopard's ability to move silently, its cunning ways, and its powerful presence all contributed to its celestial symbolism. In many cultures, leopards were seen as protectors of the sacred, or as guides who helped humans navigate the unknown. It's possible that, in their own way, ancient peoples saw the leopard as a celestial messenger, one that came from the stars to remind them of their connection to the cosmos. Perhaps the most compelling argument for the leopard's otherworldly origins is its presence in the night. As creatures of the night, leopards embody the mystery of the dark skies above, where the stars flicker and glow. In many cultures, the night was viewed as a time when the divine or supernatural forces could descend to the earth. The leopard's role as a nocturnal predator made it a creature that was deeply connected to the cosmic cycle. With its spots reminiscent of the night sky, the leopard may have been seen as a bridge between the earth and the stars, a creature whose origins were shrouded in celestial mystery. While we may never know for certain if ancient cultures truly believed leopards came from the stars, their reverence for these majestic animals speaks to a deeper understanding of the natural world and its cosmic connections. From Africa to Asia, the leopard's symbolism transcends time and geography. In each culture, the leopard represents something powerful, elusive, and beyond the ordinary. Its celestial connection, whether literal or symbolic, reflects the way ancient peoples viewed their place in the cosmos. As humans looked to the stars for guidance, they may have seen in the leopard a reflection of the mysteries that lay beyond our understanding. Today, we continue to admire leopards for their beauty and strength, unaware that their ancient symbolism has persisted through the ages. Perhaps, in our fascination with the stars, we are still seeing glimpses of the celestial beings that ancient cultures believed walked the earth in the form of leopards. In the end, the story of leopards and the stars is one of mystery, mythology, and the eternal connection between Earth and the cosmos. Could ancient cultures have believed leopards came from the stars? Maybe. But what's clear is that the leopard's place in the hearts and minds of ancient peoples transcended the terrestrial, reaching far into the realm of the divine and the celestial. Leopards will always be more than just animals to us. They are symbols of the untamed, the otherworldly, and the stars themselves.